So who was it with?
So it was with a young girl who I was working with.
Yes.
She was due to go into school for her COVID flow test before school started,
Yes.
and she's not been in school the whole time, even though that she was eligible to do so because she has been on a CP plan. So she's not been going in. So she's really nervous about going to school anyway.
Oh,
So
bless her.
mum asked if I would go with her and make it more comfortable, which I did. So we spoke about it. And I think it was more about being back on the school site as well, rather than the actual
Yes.
COVID test.
Yes.
And we walked up to school, and it was the head of year and someone else, and the girls immediately she said, I don't like him. And I was like, oh, like, why is that? And she just kind of said, I don't like him. And as soon as we walked over there, he was just negative. The negativity, it was just like, where's your mask? When you come in, you're going to get excluded by doing that. You're talking about
Oh
permanent exclusions,
no.
talking about internal exclusions. I was like, she's been off site, she's been out of school for over like 12 weeks, and you're hitting her
Yes.
with external exclusions immediately when she walks on site. She's clearly nervous about the
Yes.
COVID test and everything else. And they were just winding up. I could just see, I was like, she's going to turn around and she's not going to
Yeah.
have this test, and she's just going to walk away.
Yes.
And I was just stood there, but I wasn't allowed to go anywhere near. I just heard this conversation from afar, and I was a bit like, it was one of those things whether if I had have been able to go in with her, would I
Yes.
have felt confident enough to challenge that? Because obviously these are the head of years, and they kind of they have that quite authoritative role, don't they? So it's whether or
Indeed.
not
Indeed they
I
are.
would, because in a school I would have been a bit like,
Yeah.
well, why are we starting off so negative? It's not how, obviously. So it's when she
Yes.
came out, I just talked through with it. I kind of labelled the different emotions. I could see that. I said, obviously, you were clearly obviously nervous. It's very like normal. I would be nervous. And I just said, obviously, sometimes it can come out as, because she started to become a bit rude as well towards the staff. But I said sometimes it presents itself like that because you are nervous. You're not too sure why you're nervous. Um, and I said, look, I think obviously I said about the staff and how they were kind of focusing on the negative. I said, I think they're just trying to get you ready for what's kind of going. But obviously, I would have liked to have been a bit more positive in the first day and stuff. So it was okay. But she was so, and I ended up taking her the first day of school as well,
Yes.
just try and get her in there. And she was so nervous. And all she kept talking about was internal exclusions because she didn't have a mask. So I gave one of my own masks. I said, have a mask. I was like, no need to
Yeah.
worry. Like,
Yeah.
so that it just really infuriated me, if I'm honest.